So it is a Transformer Thursday today, and we got a big T-Spark live fall 2025 live stream today to jump into. Lots of reveals from the big Takara-Tomy high-end live stream with over 2 hours of content. We're going to go through all the Transformer stuff, make sense of it all, and let people know what's going on here, because not everybody speaks Japanese. So this was brought to you by MC Masaya-san, who is the host of this event and has done some Takara stuff in the past on their YouTube channel. And there's also joined by Yuki-san, a familiar name with some people on the Takara side of things, as well as Moe Iori-san. Moe translates to cute, so it's cute Iori-san, who's also joining us. I have no idea what she does at Takara. She is a fresh face to me. Probably just there to be the audience Templar and just enjoy the toys with us. So let's jump into it like we always do here on the Transformer Slag podcast. And the first thing we're going to be covering is they talk about a brand new Transformer logo that's going to be used for Japan. It's nothing too major, really. It's just a simple Transformers logo written in Japanese, streamlined in red. It's really nothing special or really inspiring, really. It's kind of the same problem the American emblems have been going with and the logos that are very uninspiring when it comes to the Age of the Primes and Studio Series. It's all just very bland. And so they're like, hey, here's this now. Kind of boring. But it gets better, people. Don't worry. They just opened with that. So it's the curtain jerker of this. But then we got the good stuff. We're going to start with some Masterpiece stuff. So we have a brand new Masterpiece spin-off line. This is called Masterpiece Movie Series Next. So we had MP for Masterpiece, we had MPM for Masterpiece Movie Series, we had MPG, which has evolved to a whole bunch of different things throughout the years, Gatai and now Generations. And now we have MPMN, Masterpiece Movie Series Next. What it really stands for, I'm not too sure. It really just kind of is just more movie Masterpiece product. And they gave a teaser of the next one that's going to be coming, the MPMN-01 Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe. So we've completed all our Autobots with Masterpiece up to this point, with movie Masterpiece, with the 2007 cast of Autobots. And now they're going into the Revenge of the Fallen Autobots, and they're starting with, of course, the Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe. So that's pretty cool. All we got is pretty much some wireframe CG examples, not much else. No release date, no prices, no nothing. All to be coming soon in the near future, which might be at a date, which we'll talk about later today. So we'll get into that in a moment. Then we go into another high-end Transformers line that's also debuting with this live stream coming out in Japan called Transformers Overgear. The description just says something vague here. Realistic designs for the super fighting robots. What it could be, we don't know. We see what looks like some kind of helicopter in a silhouette, some kind of large vehicle robot. Is it going to be something similar to Alternators and Vinyl Tech, which is hyper-realistic Transformers based on iconic characters, but not really based on any pre-existing media? We don't know. No idea. Just have these silhouettes to go by, and we'll get more info as it comes, like we always do here on the Transformer Slag podcast. Then we jump into something that's more try and true. Of course, we got our MPG, our Masterpiece Generations line. And we have our next iteration from that. We got a teaser earlier last night, Japan time pretty much, of the upcoming redeco of the original and amazing MP13 Soundwave, now as the brand new MPG. And he's looking great. Comes with Condor, aka Laserbeak, and it's a fantastic mold. And now they're going to be re-releasing it, and they show here with super screen accurate colors as MPG-19, Soundwave, and Condor, aka Laserbeak. And it looks great. Has more screen accurate coloring from the darker blues of the Japanese MP13 that came out before, and definitely completely different than the more toy accurate American release of the Masterpiece Soundwave that we got back in the day. If you have not got this mold, definitely pick it up some way. It's an absolutely fantastic mold. All we have here is that it's going to come with Condor, Laserbeak, in terms of cassettes, and it's going to be planned to come out October 2026. Still far away, but something to look forward to, of a absolutely fantastic design if you could get your hands on it. Definitely one of those 10 out of 10 perfect Transformers. And it's wild considering we just revealed recently the Studio Series 86 Leader Class Soundwave being dropped in our laps. So I guess this really shows that there's really two different kinds of markets that they're trying to appease to when it comes to the designs of these products. And speaking of Soundwave and his Studio Series 86 counterpart, his long overdue Masterpiece counterpart on the other side is also going to be happening. It looks like decades in the waiting, but we're going to get the MPG-20 Masterpiece Broadcast and Eject and Ram Horn, aka G1 Masterpiece Blaster with Eject and Ram Horn. They're going to be getting the treatment. All we got is silhouettes and teasers right now. If the silhouettes are anything to take away from, we get these nods to G1 box art, but one of those G1 box art that is featured is his twin cast box art, which is actually his Headmaster's Blue upgrade design. So I wonder if they're going to probably put away that you pick up Blaster, you get the Eject and Ram Horn, and then they're going to put out sometime later Rewind and Steeljaw along with Twin Cast, and maybe it's a way for them to get some of that cost of their tooling for the Blaster mold back by making people buy that mold twice in a very short period of time. That's one possibility. We will see. And that being said, it then begs the question, is there going to be a re-release or repaint of that MP Sound Blaster we got many years ago? Are we going to see re-releases or repaints of his individual cassettes that in Japan were sold in individual 2-packs? Or are they going to just be packed in with Sound Blaster as a way to incentivize people to pick that repaint up all these years later if they didn't get it already? There's a lot of questions to ask here, but all I know is if you're a high-end Transformer collector on the Masterpiece official side of things, there's a lot of great stuff coming in the near future. They also showed off more of the Missing Link G1 Ultra Magnus, pretty much showed all of his articulation and his detail. Not really much else we could really talk about that because we've pretty much covered everything that needs to be talked about. The only thing we can mention this time around is they did do a call to action for pre-orders that if you pre-order before October 25th, 2025, you get a limited bonus omake, as they say in Japanese, a gifto, Deerstalker G1 trading card. I guess they got to boost those sales since Missing Link Ultra Magnus is the most expensive Missing Link up to this point, averaging at between 190 and 200 USD. Might as well put that into a Masterpiece in some cases, but they're both absolutely gorgeous. And the last big reveal we got here is we get our first look at something we've been talking about for quite a while now with all the teases and everything. We get our first look at the gray prototype and details of the long-teased Evagenlion X Transformers Synergen X crossover Unit 1 Eva X Convoy. And it looks really great. Again, I'm not surprised by how this turned out from the teasers, but I like all the little extra stuff that's going on here. So it turns into the classic G1 truck design, although it is using a familiar engineering and concept from the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime design from the movies. Again, same thing with the robot mode. Mixed in with that Eva Unit 1 detailing in different areas and stuff, the shoulders, the chest, the legs, and everything. It was probably a smart choice to go with the movie design to cross it over because they have very similar kind of organic looks when it comes to their robot mode. So it was a smart choice to go with that, even in terms of, I guess we could call it the silhouette and the waists and everything and the arms and the legs. Just seems to work out much better. They showed off the articulation of the head, the waist, the arms, the spinning wheels, all the basics of articulation were shown off too. One cool feature that they showed is the face could be opened up and spun around to change it from a very Optimus Prime kind of looking face with the battle mask to a very Eva Unit 1 kind of face with the Berserker mode and the articulated mouth with the teeth. So that's a nice, really cool touch. Kind of want to see how that looks all painted in. It's probably going to look really nice, especially if they paint the inside of the mouth. The chest could open up to reveal a Matrix of Leadership and Spark Chamber. A bunch of other accessories include an Energon axe that attached to the other side of that Energon axe is the Spear of Longinus from Evangelion. That's like a key plot point item from the Eva series. I don't want to spoil too much with that, with the spear. But then we also have some other like items that kind of do double duty for both brands. You have the 2 movie arm blades that Optimus Prime has, but it also kind of doubles as the progressive knife that Eva Unit 1 had, and also Eva Unit 2. You have this big old gun that kind of is half movie Optimus Prime's Ion Blaster, half Eva Unit 1's chain gun, seen from the Eva movies. So you kind of have that going on too. And then you got a standalone Matrix of Leadership that doesn't look like it fits in the chest, but it's just there. Maybe that has an extra element to it also. Maybe it's going to be painted like a, I don't know, like an injection plug or something. Again, if you know your Eva, you know your Eva. So this is very cool too. We don't have prices or release dates yet, but they do mention that more stuff is going to be shown in person at the 63rd All Japan Model Hobby Show on October 18th and the 19th, so that's not too far away, half a month away or so. So they'll probably have more of the Eva on display, probably information on the show cards there and everything, and probably some new items on display and revealed too. Maybe even we'll get to see our blaster. Who knows? That'll all be next month, and we'll cover it as always here on the Transformer Slag podcast. And that's it more or less for the Transformer stuff. Again, it's a 2-hour segment. There is a lot on there of non-Transformer stuff. There's some Diaclone stuff on there too. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Bomberman. And just go check it out if you have the time. And thanks again for listening to the Transformer Slag podcast on this extremely stacked Transformer Thursday. And thanks again for listening and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed on this glorious, glorious robot hobby. And I'll talk to you in the near future.